Hello dear friends, today we are starting new lesson. So Unit 8, Sports and Games, Looking Back and Project. Okay, now first of all I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel, and if you like, please push the like button under the video. Okay, thank you very much. Let's start. First of all, look at the vocabulary. Find one odd word or phrase in each line. So there is only one word is different than the others. Okay, so we should find this different word which is different than the others. Okay, so first one, volleyball, badminton, bicycle and tennis. These three of them are kind of sports, but this one is not sport, so it is C. The next one, a playground, bat, racket and ball. Which one is different? These all are kind of equipment, but this one is just place. And number 3, running, cycling, swimming, driving. So which one is different? These all are kind of sports, but driving is not a kind of sport, so D. 4, cartoons, sports news, winter sports and weather forecast. So which one is different? These all are kind of program, but winter sports just kind of sport. And number 5, sporty, intelligent, fit and healthy. So these all of them are adjectives, but one of them is different. Intelligent, healthy, fit are kind of adjective which describe just health. Okay, so intelligent is kind of mental health, healthy and fit about our health again, but sporty is not about the health. Okay, it's kind of a style, or sporty people who like sports or who are good at the sport. Okay, sports. So that's why A is different than the others. Okay, sporty. And next one, number 2, read the 4 words in each line. Write the name of the game or sport the 4 words belong to. So just example here, pool and then breaststroke and dive and float. These all words, 4 words, are about swimming. Okay, so this one, pedals, wheels, ride and race, they are about cycling. And number 2, ball, kick, goal and referee, about football. And number 3, ring, rope, gloves and hit, they are about boxing. And number 4, table, paddle, serve and ball, they are about table tennis. And number 5, basket, points, ball and court are about basketball. Here we go. Now there is we are now in grammar part right now. Exercise 3, put the verbs in brackets in the correct form. Number 1, the Olympic Games are or is held once every 4 years. So it happens always. So we can say simple present tense. It should be simple present tense. That's why the answer is R, because there is S here. Okay, there is S, games, that's why R. If it is no S, should be is. Okay. So number 2, the first Olympic Games take place in Greece in 776. And then so we should change this verb because it happened in the past and it is active voice, not passive voice. That's why we should use Take in the past should be took. Okay, took. People, blah blah. We should use start. But first of all, let's read the sentence. To use computers about 50 years ago. So people started because happened in the past 50 years ago. And number 4, what is that noise? So it's happening right now because we can hear the noise right now. That's why it should be in present continuous tense. The children are playing tug of war. Okay, are playing because it's happening right now. We can hear the noise right now. Now number 5, what blah blah you blah blah do last weekend. So last weekend it happened in the past, so we should use like that. What did you do last weekend? Okay, an answer should be like that. I cycled around the lake with my friends. Then should be again in past tense. I watched ed because they are regular TV in the afternoon. I watched TV in the afternoon. And next exercise in grammar part, what do you do? What do you say in these situations? For example, number 1, your friends are making a lot of noise. Please stop making noise. Number 2, the boy is watching TV for too long. So we should go out to play with your friends. And number 3, some children are feeding the animals at the zoo. So we should say, don't feed the animals. And number 4, the teacher wants the boys to stand in line. So we should say, stand in line, boys. And number 5, your mother tells you not to tease the dog. So don't tease the dog. It's very angry. Be careful. And number 5, fill in each blank with a word to finish the passage. Let's start to read it. Here we go. Sports and games play an important part in our lives. Every one of us can play a sport or a game or watch sports events on TV or at the stadium. When you listen to the radio early in the morning, you can always hear sports news. When you open a newspaper, you will always find information about some games or an article about your favorite kind of sport. Television programs about sports are also very popular, and you can watch something interesting nearly every day. Stories about famous men and women in the world of sport are often very interesting. Now, communication. Number 6. Match this question in A with their correct answers in B. So there are 2 columns here, as you see. There are 2 columns. Number 1. How often do you do karate? Karate. Don't say karate or karate. No. Karate. I do it once a week. And next one, number 2. Where do you go fishing? We go fishing in the river near our house. E. And number 3. Who did you play badminton with yesterday? I play with my sister. And number 4. Which sports or game do you like the best? I like chess best. And number 5. Who won our school's table tennis contest? We did. Here we go. Now, we have already finished our lesson today. So you can talk about sports and games. You can talk about things that happened in the past and tell someone to do something or give an order. Okay, give an order like that. Hey, stop doing it. Stop making noise. Don't stay at home a lot. Don't watch TV a lot. Okay, or don't speak loudly. Or stand in a line, boys. Okay, something like that. Order, okay? Don't do it. Don't open the door. Don't play games a lot. Okay, so it is order. So now project time. Let's read the passage about the game Blind Man's Bluff. So it's a very famous game, Blind Man's Bluff. What you need? A blindfold, an open space, and 5 plays or more. So there are some rules of Blind Man's Bluff. And let's start the rules. Number 1, stand in a circle. Pick one person to be the seeker. Seeker is a person who is looking for others. Okay? That person is blindfolded. Blindfolded, or closes his or her eyes and stand in the middle. Number 2, rule. He or she has to try and touch the others. The other players should try to get as close as possible to the seeker without being caught. Number 3, when the seeker catches another player, he or she tries to guess who it is by touching that player's face and hair. If the seeker doesn't guess on the first try, other players can give hints. And number 4, when the seeker guesses the other's name, that person becomes the new seeker. Very easy. Okay? Now choose. Number 2, exercise 2. Choose one of the following sports. Okay, from here, from this list, or games, or one of your own, and write about it. So there are here 3 different games, and there are some cues to write about them. So name of the game, you can choose one of them from the list, and how many players you should know about this game, and equipment, what kind of equipment you should use in this game, and we should write some rules. So here we go. So we have got model 1. Okay, model 1. So it's kind of sample, it's kind of example text, or it's kind of example writing about your task. Okay, so you can write it on your notebook and you can read in the classroom. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, it's kind of sample. Tug of war. Okay, this is tug of war. It's kind of game. Okay, tug of war, also known as rope pulling, is a sport that directly puts 2 teams against each other in a test of strength. Teams pull on opposite ends of a rope, with the goal being to bring the rope a certain distance in one direction against the force of the opposing team's pull. What you need in this game? A rope about 10 or 16 meters of length, and marked with a center line and 2 markings 4 meters either side of the center line, an open space, a referee, and 2 players or more. These are rules. So number 1, the team start with the rope center line directly above a line marked on the ground. And once the referee says pull, each team attempts to pull against the other team so that the marking on the rope crosses the center line is the winner, or the opponents commit a foul. And number 2, the rope must go under the arms, and actions such as pulling the rope over the shoulders may be considered a foul. And lowering one's elbow below the knee during a pull, known as locking, is a foul. A team member sitting or falling down during the attempt is also a foul. Here we go. So number 2 is kind of second sample about the game. Okay, and this is about Vietnamese jump rope. Let's start to read. Here we go. Vietnamese jump rope is a challenging game played by anyone, anywhere. The simple rules test the skill and coordination of all players. The game is easily learned and always fun. Vietnamese jump rope is no ordinary rope skipping game. Enders hold an elastic rope while a jumper jumps the rope in special ways. What you need? You need an elastic rope, an open space, and 3 or more people to play with. And rule, there are some rules here. Number 1, a jumper jumps until a jumping mistake or miss is made. And number 2, a miss is made if a jumper touched the rope incorrectly while jumping the game. And number 3, after a miss, the jumper trades position with an ender and the game continues. And number 4, participants can have competition to see who can go the fastest and who can do the most. Or the jumpers can skip once and then run out and count to 4, then run into 1 skip, then run out again. Or the jumpers can all jump together at the same time in the rope to see how many times can be jumping together. Now, sample 3. Okay, let's read this one. Playing marbles. Playing marbles. There are various games and varieties of games played using marbles. The following is Vietnamese type. What you need? You need a set of marbles or more players as a shallow hole is dug in open ground. Dug. And rules. So there are some rules in this game as well. The objective of the game is to throw his or her marble into the hole and hit all opponents' marbles. The players stand at the start line and try to shoot or throw their marbles into the hole. The person whose marble closest to the hole gets to play first. He or she tries to shoot his or her marble into the hole. If success, then aims at the opponent's marbles to shoot. If his or her marble could hit the opponent's once, he or she can take his or her opponent's marble and continue. If missing, then the second player takes his or her turn. The player who ends with the largest number of marbles is the winner. Cat and mouse game, mèo, ruồi, chuột. I don't know if I am right or wrong, but I tried to read it. And now, what you need in this game? You need an open space, 7 players or more. What about the rules? Participants stand in a circle, hold hands, and raise their hands above their heads. Then they start singing the traditional songs. One person is chosen as the cat and the other as the mouse. These two stand in the middle of the circle, and lean against each other. When the others sing the last sentence, the mouse starts to run, and the cat must run after it. However, the cat must run in exactly the same road and manner as the mouse. The cat wins the game when it catches the mouse. Then, two exchange roles. If the cat runs into the wrong hole, it will be dismissed from that round. If it fails to catch the mouse in a certain period of time, usually from 3 to 5 minutes, it will exchange its role with the mouse. The game will then continue like that. Now it's your turn. It's end of the class. Can you describe your favorite games in the comments below? Yes, dear friends, so you can write about your favorite games, traditional games can be. You can write in the comments below, and I would like to read your comments. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to support me as well. Okay? And if you like my videos, please push the like button. Okay? Thank you for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.